Will we be able to do 1 billion damage in Hydra with 2 epic damage dealers? We have Alika and Gala Longbraids behind me working as a team. They are absolutely crushing Hydra. Now, I'm going to show you the team that we built. This team is absolutely amazing. We have Alika and we also have Gala Longbraids, 2 absolute gems. One we've already covered and the other one I'm going to show you guys in this video. Let's go. What's up YouTube, it's Orth. Now today I've got a big one for you guys. We have a new Hydra gem who's an epic champion who does tons of damage in Hydra, and that is the one and only Alica. Now this is a champion I really enjoyed playing with when I was coming up through the game. She is fantastic. Recently she got a bit of a buff. She used to increase the cooldown of abilities by 1 turn, which basically didn't do anything, and now they changed it to 2 turns, so you do get a lockout from her for 1 turn, which is really nice. However, that is not something we are focusing on. We are focusing on her A2 and her A1. Her A1 is basically 50% chance to do an extra hit, so really nice. And then her A2, which is the big money ability. This is a 2-turn cooldown when it's fully booked, and it ignores 50% of the target's defense if the enemy's max HP is higher than Alica's max HP. And if you're fighting Hydra or fighting any boss, then you can bet your money that their HP is going to be way higher than yours. Now, this ability is amazing. It is a 2-turn cooldown. However, you guys have heard me recommending this mastery, Cycle of Violence. Cycle of Violence is a mastery that procs whenever you do 30% of the enemy's max HP in a skill or from a ability. So whenever you proc 30% damage, or whenever you do 30% damage of a Hydra head, you'll be able to decrease the cooldown of one of your random abilities. We're only using 1 ability, so that will be our A2. Now, if we hit a 7 head, we are going to easily be doing around about 2 million to 2.6 million damage, and that is comfortably going to be enough to proc this Cycle of Violence and decrease the cooldown. I showed you guys this on the Gala Longbraids video, and we're going to showcase this today as well. So we are going to be getting tons and tons of damage from the A2. We are going to get pretty much A2, around about 60%, 70% of our turns are going to be basically A2, and this thing absolutely hits hard. Now, I'm going to show you her build. She has very good gear on. We had 4-star Alika come through in the Soul Stones. If you guys watch my Soul Stone summoning video, you guys will see I was really excited when we pulled the 4-star Alika because I knew exactly what I was going to do with her. I'll show you her build. Let's go ahead and go to Hydra. So she's 7.7k attack, 238 speed, 356 crit damage. Very nice build. We have her in Savage Cruel. She's 50% ignore defense. Savage and Cruel are going to give her extra 30% ignore defense, and then 20% for area bonuses. So she will be ignoring 100% of the target's defense. If you don't have area bonuses, do not worry. We are running Helm Smasher. So if whatever you guys have for ignore defense, whenever you proc Helm Smasher, you will get 100% ignore defense. I've taken it because I like the ignore defense on the A1 too, because the A1 does come out in ally attacks, and as you guys saw, we are running Cardiel on the team. So she is going to be our main damage dealer, and we're going to put her up against Gala Longbraids, who's another epic, fantastic nuker. These 2 nukers gave legendaries a run for their money. They do tons of damage. I'll show you Gala's build today too. Even though Gala isn't 4-star, she's pretty got on par gear with Alika. She's 8.2k attack, 220 speed, 322 crit damage. She has an extra turn in the kit as well, so she will be taking more turns than Alika will be. She has Phantom Touch, whereas Alika has Heaven Cast. They're both +1, and we have Helm Smasher on Gala Longbraids too. I recommend running her in 1 Blood Shield so she can keep the shield up the whole time. Gala is amazing. She is so tanky. She's kind of like a nightmare Hydra nuker, so much survivability built in. Fantastic, fantastic champion. Highly recommend. So I'll show you guys the presets and how this team is put together and why it does a fantastic job in Hydra. So we'll show you this team. Now, if you guys are enjoying the epic Hydra content, please make sure you sub to the channel. So many subs been coming through over the past week or so since I've been back to making more regular content. So thanks so much for supporting the stream. Thanks so much for supporting the channel. If you guys are enjoying the content, please leave a sub, leave a like. Let me know who your favorite epic is. I know a lot of people want me to cover Whisper. A lot of people want me to cover Oboro. I don't have those two champions just yet. As soon as I get them, I will make a video and compare all the epic nukers to one another. I am very, very excited for being able to do this. So whenever those videos go live, make sure you're subbed and turn on the notification bell so you guys are notified when those goes live. So this is our Tuhan rack. Our Tuhan rack is 300 speed, enough resistance and accuracy to land debuffs and resist, or land debuffs and resist debuffs. We have Alika. Well, Tuhan rack is A2 priority and then A3. Then we have Alica with A3 turned off, prio on the A2. Gala A3 priority for the extra turn and then A2 priority after that. Eastrid do the extra turn into the decreased speed. Mishinaki decreased defense since we are relying on him for decreased defense. Also 273 speed. I like to have my decreased defense and debuff champions around about 270-ish. Don't like running them slow like 220, 200 because we obviously want the decreased defense. And Cardiel is in 9-piece protection. You guys have seen this Cardiel before. 250 crit damage, 328 speed. The whole shebang with enough resistance to be able to resist the Hydra debuffs. So that is the team. I'll show you generally how we set up this team. We want to ally attack into the left side of this decay head, land decrease speed on him. We missed the decrease speed, but we will land decrease speed on him and then we'll do a block buffs and decrease attack. We will then go ahead and do all our buffs and then just start wailing on the enemies. The decay will go first, the blight will go first to the cloud, and then decay will go after that, and they will then start doing their turns, and we will start doing our damage too. So if I show you the start of our key, here we are around about turn 9. Let's see if we can find some severed heads and see what kind of damage we did. So here we have increase attack. Let's see if we can get full stacks. What's Cardiel going to do? There's an A1 from Alika and it did 900 Ks, and then it did 1,000,000 when we had the increased crit damage. See if I can find a good sort of hit. There it is. There was a weaken. Did we have increased crit damage? I don't think we had increased crit damage, but we'll see. We'll see a Alika hit on the left side. I'll pause the frame. So you see we do the hit from Alika. She doesn't have increased crit damage, and she doesn't have increased crit rate too. Cardiel's buffs give 10% extra damage. So you'll see the hit on the left. It's a 2 million hit, and you can actually see it says decreased cooldown. This is absolutely hilarious because now next turn she's going to do the same 2 million ability again. It is truly, it's truly a ton of fun. So if we keep going, you'll see she just took a turn and she's about to do another turn here. She is going to, wait, I think I skipped too far ahead. I think she just did her ability twice. So we'll see here, she'll do the A2. And that was the second hit she did there, because this time she didn't proc decrease cooldown. She'll do the A2 as long as you keep procking the decrease cooldowns. She will do the A2. There she did another 2 million. If we proc decrease cooldown on an ally attack too, she would then come back around and then do her A2 over and over again. It is absolutely amazing. It is really, really good. She decreases the cooldown a ton. So yeah, it is quite the sight to behold. Super big damage. So I'm going to let you guys watch the whole run. We're going to come back at the end. Oh, I shouldn't really have rewinded. Just let it run from like 100 million. It is a pretty sizable key. But yeah, I'll let you guys enjoy. I'll play some tunes and we're coming back at the end and we'll we'll compare the Gala damage to the Alica damage and we'll see if there's any way we can improve it. And what would this team do if it was a nightmare? So yeah, enjoy the run. So here it is. This is the end of the run. We have a 1.17 billion damage. Now, this is huge. This is a massive, massive key. As we can see, the numbers are humongous, both from Alika and from Gala. I'll show you guys Tuhanrak's numbers. It's 257 million from Tuhanrak. Tuhanrak, again, not really the champion known for her damage. She is just in there for her support abilities to increase defense and all the good stuff that she does. Then we have Alika, 289 million damage. Now, this is a big number. Really, really nice numbers from Alika. As you guys saw, she does massive, massive damage. And then we have 250 million from Gala. Now, we were discussing what the difference between Gala and Alika damage is. Now, a lot of people in my chat said that, Alika has the 4-star awakening. Now, this is a fair point. She has a 4-star awakening. She's got the bigger blessing. Therefore, her damage is comparable to Gala, right? If Gala had 4-star, then Gala would be around about the same amount of damage, which is true. Gala would have the same number if she had the 4-star awakening, let's just say. However, Gala's taking 2 turns. Gala is taking an extra turn every time she does an A3. So our damage overall is reduced by how many turns Gala is actually taking. Because every time she takes an extra turn, that's 1 turn off our 1500 turns. So if we look at the damage that we actually did, if we put the turns next to our champions, our Alika would, let's just say she did 250 turns, or maybe she did 300 turns. Gala would have done 400 turns or 450 turns. So damage per turn is very, very important. This is why I like damage dealers who don't do extra turns. This is why Whisper and like champions like Whisper and Gala Longbraids, who look like they're doing a lot of damage when they take an extra turns, but really what they're doing is reducing the damage of the entire team and the damage of the key down because of the extra turn that they're taking. So if we had a number next to each champion for each turn taken, I think that would be a fantastic addition to the breakdown of the run. I don't know if Plarium will ever do that, but I would love to see how many turns each champion takes. Also, you'd be able to see problems with Relentless, right? A lot of turns be taken up by Relentless champions. This Eastrid would have been taking a lot of turns because she's taken extra turn on her A3. So you will be able to see these little nuances and how to improve your damage on your keys. Again, quick pro tip is any champion that takes extra turns and their damage is massive, generally do think, okay, how many turns does this champion really take out of the 1500 we did, compared to some champion like Alika who doesn't take extra turns. Mishinaki did do 385 million, but let's take that with a grain of salt, with a pinch of salt. He is getting a lot of damage from our girls. He is siphoning a ton of damage. We call it the Mishinaki tax. He is applying the Mishinaki, the hex tax to all of our champions doing damage. So, we are getting a little bit, it kind of flatters Mishinaki with 385 million. However, he is very good. I'm not saying Mishinaki is not good. His damage is very good. His passive is very, very good. He's doing like 700k hits from his passive without taking turns. My Mishinaki is in Lethal Cruel, so he's doing very, very good damage. Also in Helm Smasher. So yeah, Mishinaki is great. And then we have Cardiel with 64 million at the end too. So I'll show you guys the builds on these champions. If you guys are wondering what sorcery is this, what magic is this man doing, the key was done just before reset. That's why I can show you guys the preset and I can show you the final damage. So I timed it just to make sure you guys get full coverage from both sides, what the presets are, because once you lock in a key, you can't actually review the key or you can't actually see the presets. However, with this sort of setup, I can show you guys the builds before, after, during the whole shebang. I'll show you Mishinaki too, since I love Mishinaki. He is not the baddest Mishinaki you'll see. My Mishinaki is a bad man, but he's not the baddest man out there. 6.2k defense, 273 speed, 300 crit damage, enough accuracy to land debuffs, 50k HP. It is what it is. It would be nice to get 3-star, 5-star, 6-star, 4-star. I would love all those things. But, you know, it is what it is, as they say. He's also in Cruelty, since he does a bunch of AoEs. I like decreasing Hydra head's defense too. So that's nice. I don't think there's any champion that we haven't covered before in one of my YouTube videos. I'll show you the masteries on Mishinaki. Here we go. I'll show you everybody just in case anybody hasn't watched one of my previous videos where I showed the builds. Phantom Touch for Fire Knight. Eastrid too. I'll show you guys Eastrid. Love Eastrid. She's also in Cruelty, and I have her in Warmaster. Anything else that we have not showed? I think that's everybody. Tuhanarak. I'll show you guys Tuhanarak too. But yeah, that is the team. That is Alika. Let me know what you guys think. W champion. I think it's a fantastic champion. I love Alika. I'm so happy she is really good in Hydra. If I get empowerment +2/+4, she's going to be even better. But yeah, 1 billion damage from epic damage dealers. I feel like that's pretty good. I feel like that's pretty amazing. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Are you guys running epic as your nukers? Do you guys run any single target nukers that I might be interested in? But yeah, let me know. Thank you so much for, you know, supporting the channel. Thanks so much for watching the video. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and peace.